In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use path blur to add realistic motion in Photoshop. If you've ever wanted to create dynamic movement, like a speeding car, flying object, running character, or dramatic light trails, path blur is one of the most powerful tools you can use. Unlike regular motion blur that only works in a straight line, path blur allows you to create curved and complex motion paths, which makes your images look far more realistic and professional. Let's dive in. First, open your image in Adobe Photoshop and select the layer that contains the object you want to add motion to. This could be a car, a person, a bike, or anything you want to simulate movement on. Before applying any blur, we want to make sure the effect stays editable, so right-click on the layer and choose Convert to Smart Object. This is very important because converting to a smart object allows you to go back later and tweak the blur settings without damaging your original image. Now that your layer is a smart object, go up to the top menu and click Filter, then Blur Gallery, and choose Path Blur. As soon as you click it, Photoshop will open the Blur Gallery workspace, and you'll see a blue motion path line appear on your image, along with the Blur Tools panel on the right. This blue line represents the direction and shape of your motion. You'll notice arrows on the ends of the path. You can click and drag these endpoints to change the direction of movement. If you want straight motion, just keep the line straight. But here's where path blur becomes powerful. You can click and drag the middle point of the line to curve it. This allows you to simulate realistic curved motion, like a car turning a corner, or a flying object swooping through the air. If you want more dramatic curves, drag the center point further. You can also adjust the arrow direction to control where the motion starts and ends. Take a moment to shape the path so it matches the natural direction your subject would realistically move. Next, let's adjust the blur settings on the right side. The most important setting here is speed. Speed controls the strength of the motion blur. For subtle movement, try something around 20 to 50. For stronger action shots, increase it between 80 and 150. For example, if you're working on a fast-moving car, a speed of 100 or more can create a powerful dynamic effect. Below speed, you'll see taper. Taper gradually reduces the blur toward the end of the motion path. This makes the motion look more natural instead of evenly blurred. A taper value between 20 and 40 usually works really well for realistic motion. You'll also see endpoint speed. This allows you to control how strong the blur is at the beginning versus the end of the path. You can create acceleration effects by making one end stronger than the other. Another helpful option is centered blur. This keeps the center of the object sharper while blurring outward, which can help maintain detail in your subject while still showing movement. Now here's something many people don't realize. You can add multiple motion paths. Simply click anywhere else on the image and Photoshop will create another path. This is extremely useful for complex movement. For example, if a runner's arms are moving in different directions, or if you want background elements to blur differently than the subject, you can customize each path independently. Once you're happy with your motion path and blur settings, go up to the top of the screen and click OK to apply the effect. Because we converted the layer to a smart object, you'll see path blur listed as a smart filter in the Layers panel. That means you can double-click at any time to adjust the motion again. Path blur is perfect for action posters, sports edits, light trail effects, moving vehicles, bikes, flying objects, and even creative typography. It adds energy and direction to your compositions and instantly makes static images feel alive. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Photoshop tutorials just like this. I post easy-to-follow guides that help you master powerful tools step by step. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.